And it's like, all right, if we face up against OG, we're not playing against that monster.
We got Giga Chad team fight.
Yeah, I think he just went pure raid boss mode. So
yeah. With a racer that has Bloodlust, so he will carry well.
No matter what all chat he writes. And
this
is a much more interesting game just because of the last picks here. This Slark pick,
Bloodseeker,
we've seen this hero rise back to popularity a little bit. It has good matchups in this game, not a lot of huge lockdown for him, of course. Secret snap picked this mid Enigma. This was not something they were debating. No. This was not something they cared about this Slark coming at all. They just jammed it. They already knew what they wanted. Now you have a black hole answer for this Slark. You have some conversion for Chen creeps, maybe some extra tower defense. More interesting though, I feel like they know something about this Enigma puck matchup. Because when you pick it that quickly, you don't even debate. Nisha's got something up his sleeve here.
Yeah, I wonder if like level 2 Eidolons are really tough for Puck to be able to deal with. Like he can't actually just do enough damage to kill them easily. It makes sense.
Enigma is one of these mid lane dominators. If you haven't played versus before, and if you know what you're doing with it, there's all these mid Enigma spammers that just get out of control. They destroy lanes, and they can build into fast items you wouldn't necessarily expect. Nisha's already got Orchid on the menu here. This is going to help skew this matchup a lot, right? If you dominate the lane, get to a fast Orchid, just rush it, suddenly Puck's game is a nightmare to play, and you're just mowing down the map. And at the same time, you have the late game black hole scale. So very interesting strat coming out from Secret here, and even more so, they're aggro trilaning here, dodging the Slark Tidelander matchup. Very smart. They're going to put a lot of pressure on this Chen, who's going to get his small camp blocked. Yuragi wants none of this. He TP's bottom. Instantly matched, though.
Yeah, we'll see how much Team Secret is able to keep up in this game of musical chairs. See whether or not they can get the lanes that they want. I could already see, I mean, their first orb that went out, it did hardly anything.
Take it off, what'll happen?
I can see how this is going to be a constant problem for BCM. And just purely the fact that you're going to have all the range creeps denied as well. I mean, Puck is a hero that's very dependent on experience.
Even more so now, there's no small camp to farm.
Yeah,
you just have to play this one-on-one. There's nowhere to go, nothing to do. You just have to take it for the team, try and come back later. This should be a lane domination from Nisha here, especially since he's been dominating a lot of these matchups anyway. Microing the Eidolons around here. Looks like he's played this before, even if maybe he hasn't.
It certainly does. Puppy, he's trying to put the pressure on the Chen and keep him from being able to find any good creeps. He knows how, I mean, this man's a Chen master, so he knows exactly what a Chen wants to do in the early game.
That was GV.
I mean, anytime Chen gets zoned off the early waves, it's a huge deal for you. You set him back a long way. He's missing a lot of his early timing. Again, he goes headdress for a reason. He wants to get the double hero value out of it. He's just playing with tornadoes in the jungle. Puppy's like, sure, have fun. I'm back to lane.
Yep, drop the double tornadoes, whatever. You have fun with that one. So Amar versus Resolution, because they do manage to keep the matchup that they wanted. They did not want to have the Slark versus Tide matchup. Slark really takes advantage of those big tanky heroes like that.
And even more so, this Razor versus Slark.
Yeah.
Just getting ranged heroes versus Slark where you can just right-click him the whole time feels pretty good. Also, forcing Slark into this off lane, very unnatural for the hero. He really wants to play under his tower, abuse the extra regen, try and get to his level 6 where people can TP and come help him. This lane never pushes deep for OG. It becomes very hard for Yuragi to walk up and just start CSing. So he's having a decent early start here, but I suspect this lane might get harder over time. Crystallis looking for first blood.
There it is. Picks it up. He's going to take a lot of damage from Yuragi. In fact, he's probably going to be dying here as he's not going to be able to outrun the fish. It's going to be the Chen. Chu takes the counter kill, but still being able to get first blood is a massive pickup. And Amar is feeling a lot of pressure with the Chen not in lane here. Puppy and Rezo really gunning for it, and Amar drops the blood right and doesn't actually get any last hits, so he is going to limp away at no HP. Puppy taking a lot of damage here. They're going to turn around.
Does that Fairy Fire, trying to bait it out.
Shadow Realm, Fairy Fire, he baits it out successfully. Good work.
Another pause here. The anti-Puppy pauses. Right back into it. I mean, first blood definitely worth it for Crystallis. At the same time, giving extra XP to this Slark and free waves, it's going to feel bad.
Yeah.
And it's going to be boots for Yuragi, which is going to help him a lot in this off lane. He's top of the CS board, top of the net worth chart. I was thinking this lane might get difficult. I'm not sure that exchange was really worth it for Secret. Ideally, you want to pressure the Slark.
13 denies middle.
Supports.
Sure. Meanwhile, Amar, he managed to full heal up, and they're going to go for the kill on Resolution underneath the tower. Now he runs into another Bramble. Taiga will take the last hit as a result. check in on that mid lane, though. You could see Nisha doing very well for himself.
Very
16
well.
denies, a good
what is he
amount
buying?
of that is probably
No
his
bottle?
own
No
Eidolons,
soul
but
ring?
either way, it doesn't change it. It is Nisha owning the mid lane.
Yeah, that is an absurd amount of denies for 4 minutes into the game.
Yeah, look at that. He's only given up 3 Eidolon kills so far. So
How
he's
come
done
you
a very
can't
good
watch
job of
live
making
with
sure
commentary?
BZM doesn't collect in that extra bounty.
I just asked.
The level 5 here is the big
Just
time
ask.
for anyone. These level 3 Eidolons pushing you into that
'Cause
black
the,
hole is where this hero
the,
really starts to become a
tournaments,
menace. Again, he's
people
probably
are
going to
like,
rush
hey,
the Orchid
it's
this
actually
game,
good.
which will be the big
He
mid
gets
game
more
time
of
versus
the
Puck.
ice on our sponsors.
All said, things said though, BZM is not doing too bad. Even with all those denies, he's
I
pretty
guess.
much even in net worth, and he's doing his best to keep
You
up
want
the
someone
levels
to
here.
just ask,
Considering he has
guys.
no spawn camp or anything to farm.
Malphus
Maybe I
done.
can,
Puppy
give it
was
to you.
making the rotation.
Just
Not
ask.
going to be here in time, though.
The real interesting thing to me is, does OG have the outspam for these Eidolons in this game? Well, let's say this catapult comes to 5 minutes, you have some random flag bearer creep that catches up. Nisha just starts pushing towers with Eidolons. Who's
no.
actually killing
Give
these
me
things?
money?
Yeah,
no.
that's a good point.
I don't know. You know, I guess Chen comes in
Get
and takes
mods?
one.
No.
Yeah, that's something.
But-
Speaking of Chen, he's going to be run down here. Chrysalis should be able to pick up that kill. Well, it's Zayas instead. At the same time, Yuragi
Say
is
hi
going
to
to
me.
get some damage
Hello,
back into Chrysalis. And they have the vitals
72. Get a
potentially
proper
coming
name, you
in.
retard.
Chrysalis does not get hit by it, though.
You just can't have
This is
random
the better
letters
trade
as a
Secret
name.
wants. Get the support kill, not give anything on to Slark on the turnaround.
Better luck next time.
Bringing more of OG's resources to this bottom lane.
Oh, trying to catch the courier.
You're
BZM.
supposed to be meaning behind
I
your
mean, this is the
nickname.
part where this matchup becomes annoying. Level
Yeah.
3 Eidolons, catapult wave is mid. This is a big pressure point for Secret. Puppy wants to use it. That's why he's lurking around here. OG, you're gonna have to be careful with how
I'm
they respond
actually
here. And I don't know
struggling
if they
for
have the resources to do it because of those TP's bottom.
11 to
Shimmer's
9.
only level 2. Taiga has no mana. I guess he has triple mango. But still, where's the outspam going to come for this push?
I was going to. I have one.
I think
but
Secret might be able to do some
again,
serious
it's
damage here.
No camera.
Yeah, especially if they can secure the 6-minute power rune with
Smoking
Puppy
has
hanging
become
around.
really
They
cheap
do
recently.
have Taiga.
They're
who's
running out of
also
oil
gonna
or
be
something.
doing
Hey
the
chat
same.
and stream, remember when
He
a fast
missed
chat
the
was
keyword
a
mid
good
by
chat because
a
it does let's
millimeter.
do like
Oh,
back
no.
in the old days and span some tryhard
So
streamer and
close.
some
Rune
mods
does spawn
and
into
some
haste Rune. He's
VIPs
gonna
and
immediately
start
challenge
spamming
Taiga
one
to a
tryhard
fight.
for lane. Remember,
got
you would
Shadow
not
Realm, but no
spamming
TP,
fast
so I
enough
think he
if
might
you
just
are
be
not
dead here.
globally
Yeah, he's
banned
dead for
by
sure.
the end
Too
of the
far
song.
away
But his
from
chat's
any,
favored him out very hard.
Saving objectives.
Big bad
Nice.
Ogre right clicks. Taking him down. Again, the Radiant Catapult's still alive mid, so this pressure point exists, and Flag Bearer creep coming in. This mid push is aligning perfectly for Secret.
Looks like Amar has taken a lot of damage. Resolution doing very well for himself in this 1v2. 29 and 15 CS, not bad. And Amar is lowest in CS in this game. Here comes the catapult push.
Oh, he's just going to give it.
Really? I mean, who really thought with level 6 and these early Eidolons, thought they were going to try and do some serious damage to this mid tower, but no.
Yeah, I think they had the window. Again, no coil on this puck, and I don't think OG supports can do
Titus
anything
no
here.
mana now.
Just choosing to farm up
Martin, take
instead,
over the
not
lane.
overextend. I mean, Nisha is getting very farmed. Now he's starting to pull ahead in this matchup. We see almost 1,000 gold ahead after that kill.
Puppy. Is he going to die to Taiga here? He's actually running into the hands of Yuragi potentially. I'm not sure what's
Don't give
going
him
on
one
here.
agility.
Throws out the fire blast stun.
Oh, no.
Yuragi's
Plus
like,
one
okay,
perma.
It's an Agi.
free Agi, I guess.
Yep, put him on the board. I do think Yuragi has gotten more out of this early game than they might have anticipated, and he's already up to level 6.5. Kill and assist on the board. Pushing for that Orb of Corrosion. I think OG recognizes they're going to potentially have to join some early fights in this game depending on how fast this ball push comes
It's
out from
actually the
Secret.
cool Kappa Club.
Rezo trading top.
The cool Kappa
Getting
Club.
mana burn though, pretty annoying.
The way Amar keeps on getting so low, I'm surprised they haven't made a support rotation up here. But I guess they've been kind of focused
They
on
have,
the mid
didn't
lane.
they?
Yeah, and
Really
another
wanna catch
smoke
this
to
ball.
mid. They got the
They do manage
silence.
to get the silence on him. The mouth is going to be there
Okay.
as well. The orb is already worn out, so he's going to have to use the waning rift to try and get away.
it's so
But he's still
close.
slowed down.
You
Another
black hole
fire
this?
blast coming in.
I would
And
black hole this.
BZM, is he going to get run down here? The black hole goes out. No chance to jump to the orb. Resolution, meanwhile, top lane, had a rupture on him, but was able to turn and fight. Amar comes back in now to try and claim the last hit. Is anybody going to TP in to help out poor old Rezo? No.
The tip. Here's a tip.
Bloodright finishes them off. They show up now, but it's a bit too late.
Man, that lane is on a knife's edge. Secret choosing to commit the resource to mid instead of top. They probably could have done either one, but I agree this mid lane is more important. Getting this Enigma rolling, shutting down this puck, is going to cause the greatest differential in this game, even if Tide suffers a little bit.
At the same time, I mean, just the player, I feel like maybe you'd want to shut down Amar more. Nice dodge there. Ignite doesn't land. BZM still has to be careful, though. The silence,
bringing
but with,
numbers.
the Chen coming in from the side, and Taiga with the Brambles, they might be able to pick up both supports here. Zap's coming in. Science is dead. Double kill for BZM as he gets a bit of revenge.
Tower.
He does lose his mid tower in the meantime, though, so there is a trade-off for Secret.
I think that mid tower was going to die no matter what, though.
True.
I don't think Secret wanted to give up both supports there, especially when they can go into these lanes and make something happen. You have the Ravage up top. You have this Enigma who's so strong. These Secret supports really want to be out on the map during this time period, so a huge pickup from OG, taking the aggression off the map, freeing up space for their cores to continue to farm.
Yeah, considering how good like all three of their cores, especially their
Orchid
side lanes
Enigma?
are, I feel like a two-man rotation to a Tidehunter with Gush or a Razor.
Claymore.
I feel
More
like
like
it's a
Gay Moore.
pretty easy fight to win. Now they're going to try and go for this Bloodseeker. Amar, he's going to TP
Oh
out.
my god.
Rizzo
Hello?
opting not to throw down the Ravage.
Holy
I think he
shit.
would have got him there, but I can't blame him for thinking he might have gotten out. Either way, sending him to base is going to free up this tower push top. These are the little rotations you were talking about. Secret can make them and make them
He
worthwhile.
was
They have
silence
the course to
confused.
set
Did
up the
you not
kills.
watch what
The
happened?
threat exists on almost all three lanes.
So
in
he
this
was
game.
silenced,
That's what this guy
and then he
over
was
lineup
not
is designed
silenced.
to do. Whereas OG, they're gonna stuck
And then,
responding for now.
0.3
trying to
seconds
get
later, he
levels on
TP'd
this
out.
Chen, farming up jungle, almost level 5. Big
Like,
power
did
spike
you
for
not
him.
just see it? If I could break.
Double damage Puppy's going to show up. They're just going to put some damage onto Uragi, but I don't know
There's
if this is really
100%
smart.
correct
It's not like
to
the Slark
be
is in
there,
any sort of
or,
danger.
Ravage.
Oh, he does. The pounce is
Now-
coming
now
through.
Razor
He's gonna
dies
stop
for
the
this as
TP.
well.
Chrysalis dodges it, but it
Razor
also
wouldn't have
means
died.
he's now dead. And Amar takes great pleasure in that fact.
Top would have been
Tipping
killed.
Chrysalis.
Early you can use your
There's a
spells
base,
freely.
no teleport, he'll have to walk
Because
out.
you don't get punished for it. Late
Top
game,
tower is going down to this
you
Tidehunter
need to use your
catapult.
ults
And because he didn't
carefully.
use the Ravage, maybe he can defend bottom lane.
It's definitely on the menu. I don't think Secret want to give this OG lineup too
My
many
ex's
towers. The
girlfriend
idea of this
broke
Tide
up
versus
with
Chen
him.
matchup is
He
you
missed
stall him
every
out
call.
in the early objectives and close his map. Especially when Secret have the cooldowns. Black Hole in 20, and more importantly, Orchid already completed on this Enigma.
DOTA dog. Thank you.
This
Nice
is
one.
not a push you want to give to OG for free, and Secret agree.
No
Teleporting
more free
Skyrim
labor
down
cast
here.
from S4.
Moving the heroes into place. Still, this tower is
Yes,
just
they
getting
got
chunked.
free
A lot
labor.
of damage. They get
Got the
silence out of
silence.
the Slark. A big kill if they can get it. He sidesteps the ultimate, gets away into the trees. He's out of mana, though. He's out of sight at the same time, so he just does start healing up. The rotation coming through from Secret. Looks like they should
need
be
a
able to finish two
vacation.
here. The Terrorize doesn't save him.
So Secret will defend this tower on literally 2 HP.
All right, well, might as well deny it.
Doing some economic damage, and again, maybe the most important thing is this is the Chen mech timing. He's going to get sent to base and have his creeps mopped up. So
These
the
teams
biggest thing
going
that
to
always
lose
sets
to
this hero
Alliance
back
in
is
the
if you go
finals
for these
anyway
pushes, you go
feels
for the
good,
fights,
man.
you lose your army,
True.
suddenly you disappear off the map for a little bit.
Yeah.
That's what Secret's mainly looking for. They would have really liked that Slark kill. Beautiful silence from the fog. Just not enough lockdown.
Fire Blast denied haste rune by Taiga.
The other thing OG's going to have to think about in this game is the early Roshan, the early group up from Secret. You have this Tidehunter going Wraith Pact, or at least the Vlads. Combine this with Enigma,
Are
who
we
went to
okay
Orchid.
today, chat?
The Eidolon pressure, the amount that OG can't really deal with them, everybody's going to be bloodlusted. This group up from Secret is deceptively strong, despite the fact they have 2 single target supports.
Yeah, and that makes things really awkward when you want to be able to like rupture and coil and force people to like break that coil or force them to run away with the rupture on them.
Speaking of rupture, Nisha.
They're going to throw
Nice.
down the Ravage.
Hello?
Mid lane at the same time. They're going for the Nisha kill. They should be able to get it. Bottom lane, they did kill the
Hey,
Slark at
lunch.
the same time. It looks like actually Taiga's in
Oh,
trouble. The
the
heal comes
Eidolons.
out. The mech is just enough to keep Taiga alive. So core traded out. A Ravage used to kill Uragi. At the same time, Nisha, who's the most farmed hero in the game, does get caught in the mid.
Very nice find. This Ancient Seal has proven to be very effective, just silencing the Slark from fog and bursting him up with the damage. Of course, this Enigma kill, probably the bigger one right for now, just because of the amount of map pressure you can exert with Orchid. You don't want this hero being taken out. You want to keep abusing this puck matchup while you have the ability to do so.
Oh, the smoke's gonna break. Science runs headlong into it. Probably doesn't feel too good.
Oh, the
about it.
black
At the same
hole.
time, Chris
Action's
Taylor wasn't
coming.
caught. He had the Orchid on him. Terrorize does catch the 2. Nice disengage there for OG.
Beautiful backup comes in. bails out BZM, and
Nuke incoming.
now he can continue farming into that Witchblade.
Now that
Amar
meme
will
is so
finally
fucking
clean up this
old.
tower bottom, which did not
Bad,
get denied.
honestly.
on
It's
2
like the
HP.
normie.
what happened?
It's like disappointing
I
seeing
feel
that
like you're
meme
extra
in chat.
incentivized to just deny
That's
towers in
literally
these
something a
situations.
normie
I mean,
would
you
type.
actually get some
It's
go
kind of
for it as
disappointing
well.
seeing it in my chat.
Sends a message, you know? You can have it. It won't help you.
It won't change the fate.
Like,
6 to
type it
9,
here
14
instead if
minutes
you're
in.
gonna do it.
Pretty even game
Fucking
all around.
normies. Out.
And a game that, I mean, what would you give the late game scenario here? Because we heard the panel talk about it. They were kind of favoring Team Secret if it does go late because they've got such big team fight spells. Do you agree with that? Or do you think the Slurk has something to say?
I mean, you can always win late game with Black Hole's Ravage. It's never outside the window.
got it.
That said,
The
this
Orchid
OG
against
lineup
Puck.
becomes so annoying just because Secret
Good
doesn't
against
have the
Luck
best
as well,
BKB
if
course.
you
Now
can.
you're looking at Dark Will, you're looking at multiple Ruptures, Puck spells who's jumping around, Slark going in and out. There's a lot of poke,
Sure,
a lot of
15
harass,
nuts difference.
a lot of spells that Secret aren't going to be able to deal with directly, more just deal with them through the amount of net worth they have. I think those types of lineups tend to be very annoying in the late game. Maybe a slight
Going for
edge.
kill on resolution here. They've got the Slark rotating
no.
over, so Rezo can't TP away. He's going to get pounce canceled. Yuragi
Oh,
probably
no.
thank Amar for giving him
Peppa
another
beats.
agility stack.
Yeah, up to 3. Echo Saber online. Having a pretty decent game here. Secret's still up ahead in the cores, but barely by anything. And their heroes are a little clunky. They need to be
Okay.
fighting stuff on the map.
Can
That's
he just
awkward.
kill him? Oh, the
Now, they
mech.
do have the Chen healed. That could be enough to save him from the Orchid. At the same time, Nisha
he
being
was
slowed
thinking
down.
about it
Actually
there.
got the silence onto the puck. Looks like Zion showed up at the
Jesus.
right time.
1
BZM barely
HP.
living. He's going to have to jump to the orb, and he's nearly going to
Oh,
He
oh,
bottled.
oh, Jesus Christ.
No! BZM hits the coil. He
Oh.
turns around, Orchids him again, but BZM stays
My
out of
ass,
sight.
my ass.
Can't kill him. Time is going to get out as well.
Still one
Luckily
health.
stuck inside the army here. Puppy's still going for it. He does get
Still.
Taiga. BZM jumps over the orb and he
Could be
TPs
worse.
out. How did BZM live through that?
Absolutely massive life there from BZM. I have no idea, man. He bottle ticked through the black hole initial damage.
Oh my
And it's
God.
enough to keep him alive. This Enigma can't get the Orchid and the Malefice on the backside of that. Just walks it off.
I mean, I almost wonder if it would have been better for the Enigma to just try and right-click the puck. The black hole just did not do enough damage by itself.
I think every pub player in the world felt that escape a little bit.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Not me.
BZM
Not
sees
me.
an opportunity. Pick onto Zayas, perhaps. He does get silenced. Ravage are going to go down with the Skyram Mage ultimate. BZM.
Nice.
He thought maybe
Could've
he had a
beat
free
thumbs up.
kill, but Secret showing up
Puppy,
in
we cool?
force. Resolution not shy about dropping the Ravages.
Yeah, you're not escaping that one. No flashy plays to be made there.
Yep.
Ancient seal his fate. Send him off the map for 20 seconds. This puck is still the lowest net worth core in the game, a product of that early lane. So Secret's still trying to use this advantage for now. And again, Vlad's up on this Tide
You
Hunter.
can
He's
use
going to
threat
build to
early,
scale
doesn't
this
matter.
game. Ags on the
There's
board.
no threat for Rogue for
Link
the
at some
either.
point. There's not any hard save to this Ravage jump initiation
What is
outside
as
potentially
unusual? It's free top.
Rocky starts
25.
going to town, trying to bring down Resolution, sealing away his stats. The
Tanky.
Bedlam's going to do a lot of damage as well. Rezo's done for. They do have the rest of Secret in the neighborhood here. Amar's going to look for an
Get
extra
that
kill.
tie soon, yes.
Can't quite get in
Copium.
range for the Rupture, though.
OG, think about Roche. They have the Chen, Penitence, all the creeps.
Roshing right in
Yeah, I
front
guess
of
they
Team
can
Secret.
Roche.
I mean,
That should
I
not
guess
be
they don't have
possible.
Black Hole, they don't have Ravage. Terrorize with the coil. They don't want to use it just on an Ogre. They're committing heavily for this 5 position, but Team Secret don't really have any firepower they can
Kinda
throw right
sloppy.
back. A buyback immediately from Puppy. He
They have no
knows they
black
want to
for
be able to go
anything.
for this.
Puppy
They're going to
buy-
keep
die
diving.
back.
Oh, geez. They're going to die back onto Puppy. Is there a response from Secret? No, they're just going to run down
Nice,
underneath
man.
the tower. Amar's chasing through on Zion's. Chrysalis at the same time, sticking on top of the Chen. He pops his BKB. He'll kill
they
the
got
5 position, but he's
BKB,
committed
Rayson
so heavily
losing?
to go for it that his BKB is going to be wearing out soon. Half health as well.
Well, the Hurricane
Forced back
back.
into the hands, into the Centaur stomp. Yuragi committing for the kill, and he gets it too.
The
Resolution, the Bedlam damage overwhelming him bit by bit.
No,
OG,
Puppy.
they wear down Secret, hero after hero, Team Secret, all this big team fight, but it's all on cooldown.
OG
Can they
just
do
punishing them with the TPs in, getting the number
Turns out
advantage,
the
and
cooldown's
making the
done that
plays
lot
from the
early.
grave. Yeah, you killed the Chen, but his army's still alive. Beautiful Hurricane at the end of that fight. The sustain doing wonders for OG versus Secret's limited damage at this point in the game. Puppy just dies twice right off the bat. He's a significant amount of their long-term damage over the course of these early fights with max ignite.
And I have to wonder, I mean, they committed twice to kill a 5-position Ogre. Like, where's the rest of the team? What is the response? It's fine to hear from Crystallis, but it's a kill on a Chen. Who cares? As you said, he's still got his army up, and he makes a big play here with the Hurricane into Centaur
Pull him into the stun. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, Secret have no Ravage. They have no Black Hole. This is not a fight they wanted to get sucked into. OG dictating the pace of the game, taking it to them first. Now it's going to push them to the next set of items here. Slark, top of the leaderboard. He's going for a Shadow Blade, eventual Silver Edge for the break. BCM building into a Yules. Once he has that, he's not going to be as susceptible to this Skywrath burst. And he's going to be very annoying in the fight. At the same time, Amar, the second carry here behind Jiragi, building a BKB of his own. It's going to be a big power spike for OG in the next few minutes here, and one where Secret falter on a single fight, it means Roshan, and suddenly your map control is disappearing to Slark.
Yeah, it's the big downside of these big team fight spells, right? Is the large cooldowns that if you throw them around and you miss, you lose the team fight anyway, well, then you're just powerless to do anything for another 2 minutes, and OG will make big strides in net worth during that time period of time.
I think so.
I mean, not to mention, Chu is quietly climbing this board, even as Philosopher's Stone. It's got full locket mech. There's a lot of sustain that's coming out for this OG lineup.
A guy's one TI, been in every single TI, won several tournaments,
unless Chris
been relevant for the past 10 years or longer.
It really does make this
over 30 and still competes with the younglings.
Look, I mean, they don't have the best damage, to be honest.
No, they don't. It's a lot around the
spells
spells
right now. At least one of the best organizations in Dota.
Getting multiple rounds of spells.
Random Twitch chatter, he's overrated.
If Amar's chasing you down and he's BKB'd, if Slark is just shadow pouncing you from the shadows on the back end, it's not that easy to just commit these ults.
Yeah. Now, we were talking about maybe OG having a hard time putting out the damage with the Wraith pack coming out from the Tidehunter, but it seems to be the opposite problem. Yuragi does pick up that shard, one of the most value shards, I would say, in the game, the Depth Shroud. So we're going to see him. It could be a good save mechanism against all this AoE team fight. Combine that with the Chen heals, and you may be throwing out some big spells and not do any damage whatsoever.
And he's happy to go in and bait with that sustain behind him.
Yeah. Even his skill level is good.
He'll go in and start the fight.
Like sometimes you can argue like, oh, the captain sometimes are bad.
Even if they ravage him, he's going to get sustained by the Chen.
Some people claim Kuroki for being
OG, they have another carry weight in the wings, right? Yep. So you commit these ults on one of them, it's not like you're taking all the damage out of the fight. And that's why these lineups are so hard to team fight into.
I mean, he's playing Ogre this game, how much you can do.
You have to think about the multiple threats. All three of their cores can win the fight over the long term. Pick and choose your spells carefully. It's going to mean a lot here. Again,
just got some anger issues.
This Roshan in this team.
All this big team fight, what are they going to do with it? Are they going to be able to find a big enough opening for them to, as you say, take that Roshan? This smoke play is so important.
It's going to be hard to hit it.
They're looking at him.
They have no
don't have
initiation.
blinks on their cores.
Yeah, how are they going to be able to catch him, though?
Ogre.
You can't.
Ogre initiation.
Like, they don't have a blink stunner, so that BKB should go off all the time.
And this is where Secret would ideally like to be forcing the Roshan and make OG come into them. Their lineup just doesn't exactly have the best damage to do it.
Coming in from the side, he's going to do exactly what you're talking about. Just try and poke at them, see if he can force out a reaction. Fakes the Ravage. Resolution, though, does go down on the half.
That was actually a kill if you Ravage.
Amar getting Malefist here.
Okay, he's going to take a bit of damage. They start committing for him. They drop the Sky on Mage ultimately, but he pops the BKB. Chrysalis looks to be able to run him down. He's ruptured, but he's going to continue.
Beautiful madness. And they come to the Black Hole. Run to your team. Move! Move to your fucking team, idiot.
Close enough. Team Secret cannot save
Make Slark overcommit to Black Hole.
Left behind, but they do have the big boys. Coil does double snap there. Nisha and Resolution. They want to be free to walk into the Slark.
Hello.
Look at this
Who do we got here?
He turns it around onto Nisha. All these skeletons. Nisha's BKB for fear of going down to a Chen army. Chu's living through it all. He's BKB teleports out.
What are they doing?
Chu is still alive.
They're losing. What the fuck just happened?
May have a hard time getting away as well. Yuragi's going to catch up to him.
Why did the support's going to die?
They're going to die for this
what are they doing? Oh my god, this
They're going
hurts
to
so
go
much.
for it. They've got the pounce up in a second. A Yule Scepter into the pounce.
What's the dog doing? Now Ravage here. Now.
Probably wouldn't even save him. Yuragi picks up the triple kill. Look at that 81 agility. Your Agi is
so
now
many mistakes that fight. So many mistakes.
Thinking about the tier 1, maybe even the Roche. The one thing is Secret didn't use
Yeah,
their
but
big
Secret
team
instantly
fight
runs your
bolts. That's
team.
the
I know
saving
you're
grace,
ulted,
but
but you still have to
Chen
take
army,
shots.
man.
The Black Hole if they
Look
commit
at
on
it.
you.
There's so many skeletons.
I mean, he was just killing Enigma.
Yeah, I mean, the skeletons are hitting as much as
How did this
the
support
hero
get picked
does.
off?
They're hitting
Stay.
like 67
So you're
damage
playing
or
this
something.
game. Stay close to your
Shu, the Necromancer.
Enigma. That way Slark can't
Honestly,
kill you
he's
because you get
destroying
Black
these
Holes.
fights. The sustain prolonging the Razor Chase, the heals, the
Not that
Frost armor on
complicated.
all their heroes not even going down. The damage output from these skeletons.
Yeah, he's got the magic aura as well from the small centaur.
He's got it all.
15% magic resistance. Just a free cloak to everybody.
Secret, they still have their ultimates here. They want to use them. They just don't have the blink daggers yet. It's so hard.
True.
And every single time they stumble, they're falling farther and farther behind. It may get to a point that OG has such a big net worth lead that it doesn't matter.
True.
They've got those big team fights.
Not false.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Secret try and force this Roshan. It is half HP, and it's the
Can someone
best way
explain
to
the
make
21%
OG
movement
come into their
speed
spells.
boost? Like, how is that still in the game?
OG,
There we
though,
go.
they do have a good amount of poke. So
Yeah.
Secret has to be
Shocking.
careful about that.
They also have Terrorize.
Yeah,
They
do
have
not
the
want to
ult.
get caught in a bad terrorized rupture combination with the coil on top. Resolution's a little bit low.
Action's
Uragi
coming.
Trying to force some
Action's
things.
coming.
This looks similar to last game.
It is. It's looking kind of awkward. A bit of deja vu. Team Secret. Can
Wraith
this
Pact.
time around, can they make the Roshan fight
Yeah,
work for them?
bad
They're
Roche,
committing
my
for it.
Eidolons.
Chrysalis is going for it right now, but he wants to jump out.
Nice. Great Eidolons from
Very awkward
Skeletons. Why would he
standoff
do
here.
that?
The Wraith Pact just
Why would he send in
out.
Skeletons?
He
You
may just go
stupid
for it
fool.
himself. He's going to force Chrysalis into the pin. Look, a little hit. Resolution, gonna get stunned up here.
Now look, they're
Terrorize
actually doing
being-
damage.
They do have the rupture.
Look
BKB
at them.
immediately goes out from Chrysalis. Puppy.
Puppy
He's gonna put
baiting them?
himself right in the front lines.
There's the
Ravage
Ravage.
going down. Nobody getting hit by that one. OG. They now just have to watch out for the black hole from Nisha. He's
Nisha
gonna turn around and go
forces
Just
for
call
it.
it.
Onto the Slark,
Just
but
call
he's
it's
already
over.
in phase. He's not taking any damage. He's turn around and just rip through the Enigma. Chrysalis. He's gonna get stopped by the curse ground as well. The last man standing will be
That's-
the last man to fall.
My
Team
God,
Secret as
Secret's
they
been
get
poorly.
wiped again. OG, Kings of the Pit will not be denied. This 2-0 against
that's
Secret.
pretty-
They have built up a 12,000
Yo,
net worth
I
lead.
think
They
Elias
are
could
just
beat them.
out fighting Secret again and again.
Immaculate positioning, flanking coming from BSM on the backside of the fight, takes Skyrath out completely. The Ravage gets forced, they all kite it. Nisha in the middle of them, BKB'd with nothing to Black Hole. And of course, the Chen Aura is just going to work the whole time. Vlad's, Locket, Mech, Frost Armor.
I mean, this is just great stuff. They
What
force
is
out the
Puppy doing,
BKB.
though? Like-
They turn on the dime. They see the Ravage coming. They're already out. They had
Can't
the
get
BKB.
better.
They had the Shatter Dance going too. And Nisha then forced a black hole. The Slark, you were
does
saying, you know,
nothing.
that's what Uragi's going to do every time. He's going to get on top of this Enigma and force him to use the black hole.
Yeah, he's happy to tank it up. I mean, if Chen's staying alive, if Willow's alive, two carries for
Pickoff's getting
OG.
more and more awkward. It looks like Nisha's going to be run down underneath the tier 2. Uragi now, after that kill, has an Aghanim Scepter on the way, plus another 1,000 gold. The Aegis to be able to work with. This guy's going to be fearless. He's going to run down anybody and everybody. They're going to try and go for the kill on a BCM. The silence does go out, but he's got the
the
self-fuel
Yules.
scepter. He's going to be able to take that off. Chrysalis
I
has
own
to
those
stand here with a
Negros.
rupture on him. Nothing he can do.
Too many carries for him to
Godlike,
handle.
here comes the Beyond Godlike.
That's just the
Uragi
game.
running down
He's
here
aware.
after hero. GG's call, that's it. OG, leaving no question. They are the ones deserving to go to the grand finals
He's
against
aware.
Master. They are the best chance to take down the most dominant team here in ESL 1 Malaysia.
Perfection out of this Chen lineup, pushing them into that grand final. Their lower bracket run from this team, they just cannot be stopped once they have the momentum. Solidifying themselves as one of the best teams in the world for sure. Potentially at this tournament.
I mean, Team Secret, they went through. I mean, this is a revitalized Team Secret that looked to be in pretty good shape as they head into the TI qualifiers, and OG made them look like chumps.
I mean, this second game wasn't even close, man. This Chen, they just played around this hero absolutely perfectly. They got all the auras, they stalled out the game, get to his timings. This Enigma pick had a lot of momentum, had a lot of lane advantage, fast working on the board. Secret just can't use these spells. They can't find an opening. They get split pushed on the map. OG gets their first round of items. The fight collapses. That Roche pit, that sealed their fate in both games, man. They could not get anything going around that Roshan.
You You said it. Perfection.
Ravage,
OG's
the
play.
stun that hits everything
Top
like a
notch
12 on
here in
radius.
Game 2.
Misses everyone.
And they are in very good form heading into this grand finals. It's going to be a real treat to be able to watch them against Aster. But Team Secret, top 3 ESL 1 Malaysia. Till they met up against OG, who's not a bad performance by them, and they seem to be in pretty good shape for TI qualifiers, so hopefully we're going to see a lot more of them. But now it's just OG.
Usually say when shaking hands, usually good
That's
game.
what we're going to be waiting
Good game.
for, big best of
Good
5
game.
grand of finals.
Good game.
But before we get to
Well
that,
played.
give
Good
it up.
game.
We've got Avo on
Fuck your mom.
stage with OG.
Thank you, Cap. We're here with Tiger from OG. Tiger, congratulations for your win. Fantastic job in those games, but I gotta ask, in this tournament, you've had to adapt to a new position, that kind of new support, 4.5, How is that process for you guys, every tournament having to adapt?
I mean, this tournament, it was easier to adapt, I suppose. We had Seb
Happy
as
to be
standing,
here with you
amazing
all
player,
for another month.
amazing offlane. I was position 5. I love Seb. I miss him a lot. But I also love Chu. Honestly, I'm just so proud of my team.
Since you speak about Seb, lovely Seb, I know he's a very talkative player in the games, right? I know Misha's also very talkative. Who's the voice
Gaben's
now
son
of the
is
team?
there.
Who's the
Holy
one
shit.
that's making every call? Who's the one that's talking all the time?
I think everyone is talking actually a lot, but I think Space has been showing a lot in communication together with Amar. Everyone is stepping up in communication, especially when you don't have your captain here. So I think it's good. I think we learned a lot from Seb when he was playing with us, and we bring us into this tournament.
Finally, Taiga, I know that you are one of the teams that gets a big crowd buff. How has the SEA crowd been treating you? How have you liked these cheers?
Honestly, I think OG, the C crowd and OG crowd supporters are the best ever. Honestly.
There you have it, C. You're the best crowd ever. We're gonna go to break, but give me one last roar for OG. One good chant. There you go. Now we'll take it away with a small break and come back very